Hello again, everybody. I'm Zachimus Prime, aka Zachimus Prime, bringing you another Transformers third-party review. Today, we're going to be reviewing the Iron Factory Bridge Watcher. Bridge Watcher is clearly not Shockwave. He doesn't even have anything to do with Shockwave. He just happens to be some guy who's like blue or purple and has like a gun hand and has like, the mono eye. Because the only thing worse than getting mono is getting a mono eye. That's what you get for having college girls kiss your eyeballs. Anyhow, but yeah, he's a Legends class Shockwave, and he's really nice actually. He does have a bit of a backpack, but you know what? I think it works out pretty well, especially since everything's integrated in. There's no parts forming on this guy. But he looks great, and he feels great, and he's based kind of off of IDW. Iron Factory has based like all of their stuff off of IDW designs, so no real shocker there. But he's really a lot of fun. In terms of accessories, he comes with a whole pile of extra hands, just this like handful of translucent purple plastic. And I'll go into some of those right now. So this isn't actually the one that he comes on. This is one of the ones off of that. He comes standard with this hand that has a 5mm connector. And you can plug any 5mm weapon into it. I've been enjoying myself with having him hold Megatron because I think that Megatron and Shockwave make a better duo than Megatron and Starscream, because Starscream's a little bitch. But yeah, similar 5mm peg on that, which is great. He also comes with a fist, like a closed fist, which is, by the way, these hands are really nicely sculpted. I like them a lot. Like a splayed out hand. Like, whoa, come on. Like he's gonna do a high five. High five, guys, high five. And then he also comes with a karate chop hand. You can just be like, chop. If you turn him like this and turn it like this and turn it, maybe he can like do like a salute. But even then, it's still kind of a half-assed salute because his hand's like way the fuck out in front of his head. So yeah, I mean, it's a salute for people who have no depth perception, which is him because he's only got one eye. What do you know? And then he also comes with hands for his other hand. You can pull this off just the same. And he's got a closed fist. And he's got a 5mm peg fist. And he's got a splayed out open hand as well. So he can do jazz hands or whatnot. And this is pre-accident, Shockwave for when he has both his hands. I think in terms of canon, he lost that in an accident to Grimlock, but maybe I just play video games too much. I don't know. But anyhow, in terms of articulation, his head is on a ball joint that's actually pretty good in terms of, like, it's not just rotation here. It actually will tilt to the side a bit, and you can get some pretty good range out of that. I think his head will look up and down a little bit. He does have light piping back there, but as with most light piping, it only works kind of well in some situations, and it's like really hit and miss. This one's more of a miss than a hit. But whatever, I guess. Shoulders are on this double hinge, will move up and down. Then he's got a ball joint here at the upper shoulder. Because of the way his shoulder and his underarm are, like, you kind of got to move it on both joints to get his arms all the way up, but he will do, the tree pose. By the way, he's got this cable which detaches from here, but it doesn't detach from there, so don't even try it. It plugs in and it unplugs, and he's got a similar joint there, but you can't really like move it over to there without like, now I can't move my arm. So yeah, it detaches, though it doesn't actually need to. This is a flexible, like rubber-ish cable, and then it's not like crazy gonna break or anything like that. It doesn't hamper his posability in any way, shape, or form, though you can't like windmill his arm like you can with this one. Woo! So yeah, you're missing out hugely by not being able to windmill that arm. He does have an upper bicep rotation. Elbow will move more than 90 degrees. How's that for awesome? Look, all the way more than 90 degrees. He does have a little bit of posability here, but this is technically for transformation, but you can use it for posability. And because this is a peg, it will rotate, and this one will as well, though, because this is a cylindrical surface, and you don't get much out of rotating it. He has a waist swivel ish. It's no good in robot mode. Like, if you detach all of this and pull it out a bit, then you can move it a little bit. But then, like, his backpack's like going crazy. So that's something right there, I guess. Get that pegged back in. Hips will go forward all the way, back most of the way. This little side skirt comes out. He's got the full Van Damme. Knees are a little weird, so he's got, it naturally wants to move on this hinge down here, but it has a hinge right here. So you can move it at that one and you get, you know, a little more than 90 degrees, or you can move it on the other one as well and get, I don't know. Look, I guess what I'm saying is that between the two of them, you get a lot of articulation. And this is supposed to be the actual knee joint, but this other one happily moves just as well. In fact, it will generally happily move instead. This is supposed to be part of something for the transformation, but I'm getting ahead of myself. His toe and heel are separate. His toe is on a ball joint. We'll move side to side, like about like that, and we'll move forward about like that, and down about like that, and a little bit of toe curl there. And his heel is just on hinge. So that's it for posability on this guy. Let's get him transformed up. So to get him transformed up, first thing you want to do is disconnect his backpack here, pull that up a bit. You can take this chest and open it like so. Little vent details in there that are revealed. Fold his head in and then close that. Now you want to take his arms and move them up like this, and move them in like this, so that basically the inside of his shoulders are facing each other, but his hands want to be with these 5mm pegs facing out, and these little holes facing up, because those little holes will peg into these pegs. Oh gosh, can you even tell those are pegs? Yeah, pegs right there. Take his hands, fold them in like that, and then this is going to fold down, covering that up. You can feel it peg in, and then this will flip down and around. And that's the front of the gun. Put that little thing up there. Now for the legs, we're going to take this, we're going to fold this out. And you'll see that there's a notch right there on the back of his leg. And there's a little tab right there. So we're going to pull this open. You'll notice that this is on this like double hinge sort of a thing. While it's hinged up like this, we're going to put this into position, and then we're going to fold it down like that. And that puts that tab into that notch. And again for the other side, turn this around, extend this up, and then put it into that notch like so. Then we're going to take these and we're going to rotate them around at his thigh swivels, which I forgot to mention when it was in posability. Everybody leave a comment on how terrible I am. We're going to open up these knee panels here. And you know how I mentioned how he's got several joints in here? You've got his knee joint here, and then you've got the joint that wants to be the knee joint when it grows up. That's this one here. And then that's part of a double hinge that goes down here. Let me get this light in the right position. Yay! Now we can see everything. So knee, hinge, hinge. Well, you want to do this in this double hinge here and fold it down without articulating that knee too much, because that knee doesn't need to be articulated for this. Fold it in. And come on. Come on. And come on. Fold it in. Make sure all these things are still tabbed. These will kind of, sort of, maybe, once I get them in proper position, plug in together. And this will tab in together. And these will go back down. Down, boy. And then we'll just take these and fold up his... I think the technical way to do this is to fold these heels in first and then fold these down like that. And there is his gun mode. And you know, again, it does Shockwave proud, I think. It looks very much like a Cybertronian space rifle. I don't really like that the end of his hand sticks out here, but I mean, this is easily removable, and if you want, in fact, even replaceable with this fist, which I think works very well in the alt mode. You know, sits more flush even than the 5mm peg hand. No any kind of like posability in this mode. It's just a gun. It does have these tabs here on the handle. I believe that this is designed to be held by their Iron Factory Combaticon guy, Bruticus, that's his name. I believe it's designed to be held by Bruticus. I think, if I recall correctly, when this figure was being released, they had several pictures of it. Look, it's being held by Bruticus. So, no word yet on when or if I'm going to pick that guy up, though he is cool looking, I must admit. But yeah, here he is in his gun mode. Cord stays connected the whole time. That's cool. Everything is just on point. And I like it. It's a lot of fun. It looks good. It feels good. It plays good. And it's just a little Shockwave that you can stick in your pocket. Like what more could you ask for? But anyhow, so thank you everybody for watching. You're all awesome. Everybody have a good day and be good to each other. I'll talk to you later. See ya.